Hello there, a lovely and warm welcome. It's now time for the news. Let's take a look at stories making headlines in the news. Today, UKA calls on President Hichilema to address the nation over JJ Banda's abduction. President Hichilema calls on the law enforcement agencies to investigate graft allegations in FIC report. Government races against time to complete small dam construction, Minister has disclosed. And in religious news, Chilanga Adventist Church young adults continue showing up in the cities. These stories plus more coming up in a moment. Do stay with us.
Behold! Welcome to our first ever Pathfinder Campori for the Southern Zambia Union Conference. It will be held at Rusangu, the birthplace of Adventism in Zambia. It will be held from the 25th to the 31st of August 2024.
All Pathfinders, Master Guides, staff members, pastors, and those who are Pathfinders at heart from all corners of the Union Conference and beyond are invited.
Set apart. Set apart is the theme for the beautiful Campori. It is based on the Bible story of Samuel, who was dedicated to this temple to serve from childhood. You too are called to set apart.
Many activities and programs will be done at this great Campori, such as Bible quiz, sermonettes from child preachers, roleplay of the Bible character Samuel, drills and marching challenges, honors and obstacles.
To register for this Campori, simply pay 100 kwacha at your local conference between now and 30th June, or 150 kwacha as late registration fee between 1st and 31st July, which will cater for an ID card, camp booklet, and administration logistics.
Set apart, I am set apart, you are set apart, we are set apart by Jesus Christ. Don't miss Rusangu!
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright Sinkozi with the details. The United Kwacha Alliance, UKA, has expressed concerns over the state's handling of the alleged abduction of Emmanuel J. Banda. Speaking at a press briefing, UKA Vice Chairperson Chishala Kateka criticized government for what she termed as a series of missteps since Banda's alleged abduction on May 26, 2024. Ms. Kateka said government has not addressed key questions regarding the investigations, but instead attempted to divert attention from the abduction. She has also alleged interference by high-ranking officials, including Health Minister Sylvia Masebo and Permanent Secretaries Tabo Kawana and Dickson Matembo, respectively, in trying to persuade Banda to withdraw his allegations in exchange for his freedom. She described the alleged actions as illegal and called for a thorough investigation into the matter. She has since called on President Hakainde Hichilema to address the nation and respond to the 27 questions posed by UKA regarding the abduction. Rejoice Mukoma gives us details in this report.
United Kwacha Alliance, UKA, has criticized the government's handling of Petauke Member of Parliament Emmanuel J.J. Banda's abduction.
We, as the United Kwacha Alliance, UKA, are gravely concerned with the manner the state is mishandling the issue of the abduction of Honorable Emmanuel J. Banda. There's a long catalogue of missteps and inexplicable behavior on the part of the state since the abduction of JJ starting from 26th May 2024. The state at every turn has tried to deflect attention for the abduction to other unrelated issues. For instance, the state has not explained as to why the regular police patrols in that area were not operational on the night of his abduction.
In a speech read by UKA Vice Chairperson, Opposition New Heritage Party leader Shishala Kateka, who alleged serious investigation flaws and interference by high-ranking government officials, questioned the involvement of Health Minister Honorable Suvia Masebo, Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tabo Kawana, and Home Affairs and Internal Security Permanent Secretary Dickson Matembo in a viral audio that has been circulating social media.
Honorable Sylvia Masebo has confirmed that the recordings are of her. She has not denied the contents, but said she will report JJ not for lying, but for releasing a true recording of their conversation. Who does that? As for the permanent secretaries, Tabo Kawana and Dickson Matembo, they were until yesterday frozen into silence, hoping that the audios would just go away. The whole episode stinks. Our law makes what they were doing illegal and criminal. The audio is clear evidence of interference with police investigations. The duo repeatedly tried to get Honorable Emmanuel J. Banda to retract his naming of Clayson Amasaka and Levi Ngoma to having been at the site where he was taken after his abduction.
Speaking at the same event, UKA Chairperson Sakiba Sikota, following yesterday's press address by Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tabo Kawana, who said the reported injuries on JJ's body, as reported by the opposition, were false, Mr. Scotta said he had factual medical reports from the Kafiwe Government Hospital where Mr. Banda was first taken before Minor Soko that proves his injuries.
I have here with me a report from a government hospital. Clearly states multiple body injuries. That is a government hospital. Like I said, this will be provided to you. So for people to keep on saying, no, he didn't have injuries and so on, why would a government hospital, the first hospital he went to, the one in Kafue, have issued this report?
UKA has further demanded immediate action and transparency from Republican President Hakainde Hichilema.
President Hakainde has a duty to hold a press conference, not for the purposes of calling JJ names or set the police on him, but to answer all these 27 questions set out above. The audio recordings that have gone viral are like a dead cat at his door.
Issues surrounding Petauke Member of Parliament Emmanuel Banda continue to receive various reactions from both the ruling government and opposition political parties, while Mr. Banda faces a number of cases in the courts of law, one of them involving an incident where Mr. Banda is sued for urinating in a journalist's mouth. Reporting for Hope News, Rejoice Mukoma in Lusaka.
Meanwhile, United Kwacha Alliance UKA National Youth Chairperson Thomas Sipalo has called on youths to join the Black Friday campaign, which aims to protest against government's handling of economic challenges the country is facing. Mr. Sipalo encouraged participants to dress in black to highlight grievances such as ZESCO load shedding, maize shortages, and the struggling economy. He urged youths across the country to support UKA in voicing their discontent with the current administration. Mr. Sipalo has condemned the ruling United Party for National Development, UPND, and President Hakainde Hichilema for ignoring the citizens' struggles. He said there is need for collective action to hold government accountable and push for solutions to the pressing economic issues faced by Zambians. He was speaking during the UKA press briefing in Lusaka this morning.
No, because of what we are going through, high cost of living, ndani ya maraiti na tuina mutwina na boza na eve ifunika nayo stop on the agenda. Maka boza. Boza, in fact, in Africa, I would like to call upon the pastors and the reverends. You can call on a crusade, day of national playing against lies. People boza in fashion. Sometimes you can go to understand. So every Friday, Tizambo Vala Black. Yes. To remind this government to say, boza ya nyanya, njala ya nyanya pakomboni, ndipo vintu, stizi wa community enda. So please, all the youths, let's unite, tentikwilizane, tensenzere pamozi to see to it that we have a Zambia that we want to live in.
Now, President Hakainde Hichilema has called for immediate probe by law enforcement agencies into suspicious transactions highlighted in the 2023 9th money laundering financing trends released by the Financial Intelligence Center FIC. In a press release, State House Chief Communications Specialist Clayson Hamasaka said President Hichilema noted the significance of the report and urged the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC, the Drug Enforcement Commission DEC, and other relevant agencies to thoroughly investigate all suspicious transactions detailed by the FIC report. He said President Hichilema reiterates the new Don government's resolve and commitment to zero tolerance to corruption and expects that ACC, DEC, and other agencies will thoroughly investigate all the suspicious transactions raised in the report. The president emphasized that illicit financial transactions undermine a country's development agenda and must be addressed decisively to ensure progress and integrity in governance. The 2023 Money Laundering and Terrorism Financing Trends Report noted that the FIC recorded 13.58 billion kwacha in suspicious transactions in 2023, a significant increase from 2022. Now, in other news, the Teji Member of Parliament Twambo Mutinda has expressed concern over reports of aggressive behavior by some Department of National Parks and Wildlife officers suspected of overzealous enforcement actions within the Kafue National Park. Mr. Mutinda said while efforts have been made to promote harmony and peaceful coexistence, he is distressed at the resurgence of reports on police brutality. He stressed the need for officers to adhere to established protocols and due process, particularly when dealing with individuals in violation of the law. The MP warned that dehumanizing citizens through brutal treatment has negative implications, especially in areas adjacent to the game management area. He has called for comprehensive stakeholder engagement and emphasized zero tolerance towards illegal activities such as poaching.
There is no need in the 21st century to be brutal, to dehumanize a citizen, because this is what is creating tension in the areas where we live and in the areas which are closer to the GMA. So what we want is that level of stakeholder engagement, and also as leaders, we are not going to tolerate wrongdoing. We are not going to stand on the people that poach, that do wrong things in the national park. But what we are calling upon is a desire for an amicable way of managing people that goes outside the law, ensuring that they are convicted, ensuring that they are treated as suspects, and ensuring that they are not flown from Itezitezi to Mumbwa or to Namwara, which is outside the jurisdiction. So we want to see that level of human treatment of people, and wanting to see that we coexist as we protect our animals, as we conserve our environment. The people's lives should always be at the center.
You are watching the news on Hope Channel Zambia. Just now, let's take a break. We have more stories on the other side. Do stay with us.
friends and family. Following the presidential declaration of the drought as disaster and an emergency which has resulted in hunger situation in the country, ADRA Zambia, Seventh-day Adventist Church at union level and other supporting partners are responding to this emergency by supporting affected families with food rations and water point provision for domestic use and crop production. ADRA Zambia is appealing for more support to reach out to more families. Every donation, no matter how small, will contribute to our collective efforts to mitigate the impact of drought and support our communities during this period. Together, we can make a meaningful impact and support our communities during this difficult time as we save humanity so all may live as God intended. To donate, reach us through our email info@adrazambia.org or call +260 767 327 330. Bank deposit, account name, ADRA Zambia, bank name, Citibank Zambia, account number 0251039089, branch, Lusaka Main Branch, Swift code, CTZMLU. Thank you for your generosity and compassion.
Good news just for you. Topstar load shedding solution is finally here to warm your winter. Starting 15 June, quickly pay your subscription and save up to 80% on your bouquet upgrades. For Topstar antenna decoder, pay only 70 kwacha for Nova bouquet and get upgraded to basic. Pay only 130 kwacha for basic bouquet and get upgraded to classic. Pay 180 kwacha for classic bouquet and get 5 extra free viewing days. For Topstar dish decoder, pay only 85 kwacha for Nova bouquet and get upgraded to smart. Pay only 180 kwacha for smart bouquet and get upgraded to super. Pay 260 kwacha for super bouquet and get 5 extra free viewing days. But wait, no power, no problem. Download the Star Times owner, link your decoder and continue watching for free. So hurry now. Pay your subscription and enjoy instant upgrade. Topstar, pay less and get more.
Behold! Welcome to our first ever Pathfinder Campori for the Southern Zambia Union Conference. It will be held at Rusangu, the birthplace of Adventism in Zambia. It will be held from the 25th to the 31st of August 2024.
All Pathfinders, Master Guides, staff members, pastors, and those who are Pathfinders at heart from all corners of the Union Conference and beyond are invited.
Set apart. Set apart is the theme for the beautiful Campori. It is based on the Bible story of Samuel, who was dedicated to this temple to serve from childhood. You too are called to set apart.
Many activities and programs will be done at this great Campori, such as Bible quiz, sermonettes from child preachers, roleplay of the Bible character Samuel, drills and marching challenges, honors and obstacles.
To register for this Campori, simply pay 100 kwacha at your local conference between now and 30th June, or 150 kwacha as late registration fee between 1st and 31st July, which will cater for an ID card, camp booklet, and administration logistics.
Set apart, I am set apart, you are set apart, we are set apart by Jesus Christ. Don't miss Rusangu!
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. The Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation is working tirelessly round the clock to ensure the successive completion of small dam construction projects across the country. Water Development and Sanitation Minister Engineer Collins Nzovu says the ministry is closely monitoring the progress with a target to harness water during the 2025 rain season. Mr. Nzovu said government's goal is to provide clean and safe water for human consumption, agriculture, mining, energy, and wildlife. He said as part of government's commitment, A total of 3 billion kwacha has been invested in the dam construction and set November 2024 as deadline for completion of the construction. The minister has urged the Zambia National Service, ZNS, to expedite the works and meet the target. Details are in this report.
The banner reads, Green Solution for Climate Resilient Water Systems and Sanitation Facilities. This is what government under the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation is working on. In achieving this, Water Development Minister Engineer Collins Nzovu met the NWASCO and WAMA management to discuss issues pertaining water management across the country. After having a closed-door meeting, Engineer Nzovu later gave an update on what the meeting was all about.
There are rules, regulations and laws which we need to change. We need to amend the Act, WAMA Act. But also, actually, the other message which was on the table a lot was, other than amending the Act, how about the existing law, the enforcement of the existing rules and regulations? Because the WAMA Act is quite strong even in its current form. How do we protect the water resource from people encroaching on these ecologically sensitive areas? How do we sustainably utilize the groundwater? How do we protect the groundwater sources from overutilization on one hand, from polluting them on the other hand?
Currently, the ministry is monitoring the construction of the dams which are underway.
The total budget is about 3 billion kwacha for the dams. There is a short term, the immediate term, I should say, immediate term, finishing off the dams we started here, and also a few dams which will be constructed between now, in the next 4 months actually, between now. These are small dams. The large dams will be, there's a feasibility studies going on, designs and drawings and specifications and costings, so that we get contractors by April next year. So we have a lot of work, of consultants work between now and December, and we want to have a contractor ready before March, so that 1st April, just when the rain season is finished, the contractor is on site. Yeah, for the dams which we earmarked for construction from 1st April, we are targeting the 2025 rain season. Some of these dams are large dams. We want to provide water for the world deep into the areas where these wild animals are, so that these wild animals do not wander population to reduce on the human-animal conflict.
He has called on the Zambia National Service to speed up the works.
Take this opportunity to appeal to ZNS, to appeal to the private sectors who are constructing these dams, that time is of the essence, and that these dams must be finished without fail by November 2024.
The dams are expected to be completed by November 2024. Esnat Mbewesikazo, Hope News, Lusaka.
Meanwhile, in a bid to address the challenges faced by the community, Water Development and Sanitation Minister Collins Nzovu has disclosed that his ministry will conduct a feasibility study on the Lusemfwa hydropower area. Mr. Nzovu said the study aims to identify solutions that will enable the farmers and the hydropower plant to coexist without disrupting each other's operations, as both parties rely on water. The minister said the ministry seeks to find a harmonious solution that satisfies both parties, ensuring the smooth operation of the plant and the farmers' activities, and bring relief to the community and promote sustainable development.
Hydropower, obviously, Lusemfwa hydropower, in that catchment area, there are a lot of farmers there. There is also a power station there. You know, and both are needed. Both sectors are very, very important sectors. The farming sector is very, very important. In fact, the farming sector depends on power from Lusemfwa hydro. You understand? But also Lusemfwa hydro depends on the same for them to generate. They depend on the water, which the farmers also want. So how do you strike a balance? I think it is also very, very important that we look at the water balance in that area and see the best way to utilize that resource. Obviously, in joint consultation with the farmers and Sinkozi Hydro, making sure that no one sector suffers the consequences of our decisions. So we will be carrying out a comprehensive study in that area, comprehensive consultation in that area, so that we harmonize the utilization of this water resource.
And finally, in our news, we turn our focus to religious matters. As part of their continued 2024 activities that stretch from the Global Youth Day in March, Chilanga Main Adventist Young Adults on 7th July 2024 showed up when they cleaned and provided essential items to patients at Game Urban Clinic in Chilanga. In the company of Elder Mulela, the youths demonstrated their dedication to serving others. They, among many activities, distributed fruits and water to patients, earning praise from the health center's representative, Madam Jennifer, who commended the church and its young members for their noble efforts in supporting government's initiative to keeping Zambia clean and safe from diseases. Chilanga Church young adults will continue their Showing Up community service project throughout the year.
Received some meats from Chilanga SDA. They came here to clean and also offer water and fruits to our patients. So for this, we say thank you. Should continue anytime that you are free, and others who want to visit us, they are free to come. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
We came to do cleaning work here at the Chilanga Game Clinic. Usually people say when the health is lost, something is lost. But when the character is lost, everything is lost. So we have been cleaning to ensure that our patients who come here find the place tidy, and in a tidy atmosphere, people will remain healthy.
Here at the Game Clinic to do community service work. So here we were cleaning the interior part and the exterior part. So we cleaned, we swept, and we did all sorts of things. And with us here are the fruits that we want to donate.
Like our colleague have said, we are here at the Game Clinic where we are doing community service, cleaning inside, outside also, and also sharing a little thing which will come with fruits and water. As you know, as youths, we've got a responsibility not only to go and preach the word out there, but also to render help, to visit the sick, and also to ensure that the places where the sick are, it's also well maintained, it's cleaned. Otherwise, we also implore our colleagues out there, fellow youths, also to also follow suit, to go out, visit the sick, clean, and also help in whatever way we can.
Well, we end the news on that note. Before I go, let's recap on stories that made headlines. UCA calls on President Hichilema to address the nation over J. Banda's abduction. President Hichilema has called on the law enforcement agencies to thoroughly investigate graft allegations as reported in the FIC report. Government races against time to complete small dam construction. And Chilanga Adventist Church young adults continue showing up in the cities. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Bright Sinkozi on behalf of the entire studio and production team. We wish you a lovely time as you keep watching Hope Channel Zambia television that changes lives. From all of us, it's God bless and bye for now.